Welcome to the episode number 38 of Q&A series with Suresh GP. Today, we are going to talk about another important concept called the blue team and the purple team. If you remember, in the previous episode, we talked about the red team, their objectives, and their use in organizations. So what is a blue team doing? If red teams are the offense, then blue teams in cybersecurity are defense. Blue teams in cybersecurity don't typically get the attention that a red team does. However, their importance can't be understated. Blue teams in cybersecurity are constantly assessing and analyzing information systems to patch systems, identify security flaws, configuration issues relevant to security, and verifying the impact of security controls. Now, what are some of the examples of blue team exercise and responsibilities? Blue teams perform all of the Security Operations Center called SOC functions and are generally responsible for security information and event management, incident tracking, threat intelligence, packet capture analysis, and security automation. Additionally, the blue team identifies critical assets and conduct intermittent risk assessment in the form of vulnerability scans and penetration testing to test the level of exposures. Now, what do you mean by a purple team? There is an increasing recognition that red teams and blue teams should work together, and that is the genesis of a purple team. The red team should be conducting objective-based assessments that mimic known and quantifiable threat actors. As part of the process, tactics, techniques, and procedures should be known. The blue team must educate themselves around these tactics, techniques, and procedures called TTPs and build and configure the detection and response capability in line with these known approaches. For instance, if a threat actor is known to use spear phishing as part of the campaign, the blue team must ensure that it has the ability to detect and respond to a spear phishing activity. There is no use by relying on SIEM technology to alert you on a spear phishing campaign if the mail servers and relays are not configured to alert on specific. The end objective of the red team might be to escalate their credentials to access a core database before extra filtering traffic through a web-based protocol. Now, the blue team should have tools and techniques that give them an ability to detect this type of traffic at every hurdle. They need to be able to respond to the attack and prevent the red team from carrying out the objectives. The red team and the blue team can work together. Organizations will be able to benefit from much more tailored real-world assurance. The blue team will be able to measure the detection and response capabilities in a way that is much more closely aligned with real-world threats. So, in essence, the red team is the offensive team, the blue team is the defensive team, and the purple team is a combination of red team and blue team focused on addressing all the different threats and attacks and getting your systems, your customer data, and the environment safe and secured. I hope that this episode of Q&A series was useful for you to understand about the blue team, their responsibilities, the purple team, their responsibilities, and how in totality the red team, blue team, and purple team work together to make your environment, your data safe and secure. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Q&A series. I look forward to seeing you in our next episode of Q&A series. Until then, stay safe and thank you so much.